Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome in. The first 25 games of 2023-24 season have come and gone, and it's time for a report card for players who have played more than 5 games. So for this video, I'm using the team scoring list for the order with goalies at the end. I'll give the player, his grade, his stats, and my thoughts on said player. So let's get started. Welcome to Talkin' Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, let's start off with Nick Suzuki. I gave Nick a B+. In 25 games, 7 goals, 14 assists, 21 points, 4 power play goals, face-off percentage of 55.2. So Nick would have had a higher grade if not for his slow start with just 3 assists in his first 6 games. He's back on track with 18 points in his last 19 games, despite playing away from Cole Caulfield for most of those games. His leadership is strong, and his Ironman streak still going. Cole Caulfield. I gave Cole also a B+. 25 games, 7 goals, 13 assists, 20 points. 2 power play goals, and 3 game-winning goals, and I think all of those in overtime. 20 points in 25 games is great for most players, but we were expecting more goals from Cole. He's getting the shots, but struggling to get them through to the back of the net. His playmaking has been good, and his skating and energy are there. Like every game, he forechecks with authority and isn't afraid to go to the corners or battle along the boards. The smallest guy on the ice, but he plays a big game. Mike Matheson. I gave Mike a B. 25 games, 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points, 3 power play goals. Matheson is an offensive defenseman, and typically his D can be lacking on a lot of nights. If he's paired with a solid defensive D, his offense makes up for it. On pace for another career high in points, 58 right now. He's an elite skater, can go coast to coast to score. He's dangerous from the red line in, a leader on and off the ice. Next up, Sean Monahan. I gave Sean an A-. 25 games, 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points. 4 power play goals, 2 power play assists, 2 game-winning goals. His face-off percentage is 56.9%. Monahan has proven he is back in top form. Great stats across the board, saddled with lesser talent and producing well. Great leader, wins important face-offs, great at the dot. Solid and consistent Sean Monahan. Next up is Alex Newhook, the newly injured. B-. 23 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points, 1 game-winning goal. Newhook has been a great addition to the team. Great on the wing with his blazing speed, soft hands, and deceptive moves. The wing is where he was productive. Filling in for Doc till Dvorak came back didn't go as well as was hoped for, but he's dangerous in all 3 zones because of his speed. He can transition to offense and be off like a shot towards the net. His lack of success at center is what holds his grade down. Brendan Gallagher, he gets a B+. In 25 games, he had 5 goals, 5 assists for 10 points, 1 power play goal, 1 game-winning goal. Who would have thought Galley would play 25 games, let alone getting 10 points in them? He struggled in the first 3 games, but found a groove and has been good. Good to, I'm not going to say great, but scoring Galley goals and playing Galley hockey. He gets the B+ for his drive and determination, his never-give-up attitude, and his fearlessness. Knowing he's going to get roughed up, and he still goes into the corners and right in at the net. So hats off to Galley. Justin Barron, a C. 22 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points. Once Barron got into the lineup, he started with a bang, 3 goals in his first 5 games. Offensively, Barron is progressing nicely, contributes to the offense, gets involved in the ozone play, pinches, etc. His D play is a bit behind the offense, though. His defensive mental errors at times are costly, and he's got to fix that. But overall, he's progressing well, and I give him a C. Next is Tanner Pearson, who just had a broken finger in game 27, and he's out for 4 to 6 weeks, but he gets a C. 25 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points, 1 power play goal. Pearson started quickly with 5 points in his first 5 games. He's producing at his normal .350 points per game rate and playing well overall. A solid veterans game and a good bottom 6 guy. Could use a little work on his defense, though. Caden Goalie, A-. 21 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points, 1 game-winning goal. Caden Goalie is underrated, playing the minutes he plays, the D he plays, his amazing defensive stick work, knocking pucks off opponents' sticks, contributing to the offense, physical play, and all at just 21 years old. He gets one of the few A's that I'm giving out today. A top 4, probably top 2 defenseman, steady and consistent, Caden Goalie. Jake Evans gets a B. 25 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. A face-off percentage of 51.8. A lot of fans wanted Evans to be traded or demoted before the season started. Why, though? I think because they just look at his goals and assists and not the whole package. How many points do you expect from a fourth liner? Not that many. His overall game has been good, and his face-off percentage is above average. He's smart and versatile, and I'm glad they didn't trade him. Jake Evans. Juraj Slafkovsky. B+. And I'm considering maybe an A- because in 25 games, only 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points, 1 power play goal. Now, a B+ or an A- for a kid with 7 points in 25 games, like, why? Seems odd. But no, it isn't odd. Slav has played well and progressed as the season has gone on, despite losing his center in Kirby Dach after just 1 game and 1 period, and struggling through Alex Newhook as his center. He's found chemistry with Caulfield, and it's earned him a promotion to line 1 with Nick and Cole, and that's looking good. And I can say 2 games more, like after game 27, it's looking really good. The former number 1 pick is just 19, with enormous pressure on his back, not only from Habs fans, but also from his fellow countrymen in Slovakia. A lot of pressure from there. The news over there follows his career big time, and he's often on the front page. And hordes of Slovakian hockey fans tune in every game, and that's like usually around midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, to see him play and with high expectations. The big kid is developing just fine, in my opinion, right here in the NHL. Christian Dvorak, a B. In 15 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Face-off percentage is 57.8. Awesome. Dvorak missed the first 10 games, recovering from knee surgery. He replaced Newhook at center and has played decently to good. A good third-line center that dominates at the dot, scoring a bit under his normal .450 point per game pace this season. But the season's still young, and I expect a little bit more on the scoring side for Devo to get a better grade. Josh Anderson, a C. 25 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. A C for a guy who scored his first goal into an empty net in game number 25. Yep. While Andy has frustrated us in his slump, he has been playing well otherwise. He didn't get as many scoring chances as he had. Without playing well, he's been snake-bitten. I think that's what it is. A streaky goal scorer at any time. Andy should be poised to score a few more this season. He's fast and physical, and yes, he can score too. Now, 2 games after the 25-game mark, he still hasn't scored in the 2 games, so maybe he's starting another streak. I don't know. Jonathan Kovacevic, C+. 25 games, 4 goals, no assists, 4 points. Kovacevic has been okay all season. Some games good, some games okay, and some maybe not as good. Got his first goal and point November 16th in the 17th game of the season. There's room for improvement. At 26 years old, he's just entering his prime years, and I expect he'll get better in future. A mostly stay-at-home type, but will contribute to the offensive attack too. Gus Lindstrom, C minus. But I might be grading him a little unfairly. In 12 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Lindstrom is kind of up and down so far this season, and up and down during games too at times. He makes good plays at times, but in the same breath kind of looks sloppy on D, sometimes on the same play. He's still young at 25, but he's future depth, in my opinion. I put here at best, but I mean, maybe I'm a little wrong in being harsh there. And because of his size, an improvement on Chris Weidman, that's for sure. Now, since the 25-game mark, I found I kind of maybe have a different opinion. Lindstrom's not as bad as maybe I've written here, but I want to see a few more games yet, though. But he seems to be getting a little bit better. Jesse Ullinen. I'm giving him a B. You probably could get a higher mark, though. 18 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. 1 shootout winner. And it was an amazing deke. And in game 27, he did it again in the shootout. Underrated by the coaching staff, in my opinion. Ullinen deserves a shot in the top 6, with all the injuries especially. Has played well and shown some flashes of his potential. I don't think he's hit his ceiling yet. So I may have graded him a little low, but I think he's going to earn a higher grade by the end of this season. Raphael Harvey-Pinard, B minus. 13 games, no goals, 4 assists, 4 points. He's injured right now. Raphael Harvey-Pinard was expected by a lot of fans to repeat and even build on what he did last season. He wasn't going to, unless injuries again gave him the same opportunity. Injuries did happen, and he got a shot, but didn't have the same magic, and then he got injured. His 4 assists for the season in 13 games is a little under expectations, and he'll need to improve that when he returns, I guess, in about a month or so. His work ethic, though, is always there. So, in my opinion, he'll be fine. Yoel Armia, C minus. In 10 games, 3 goals, no assists, 3 points. 1 shorthanded goal, and that, I think, was a game-winning goal as well. So he's one of each. Armia has 2 personas. Underachieving Yoel, who frustrates the hell out of you offensively, but plays good defense and on the PK. Or Mario Armia, who's world-class and can be the best player on the ice. The problem is Mario Armia shows up once every 10 games or so. No consistency to his offensive game. And I say offensive game. I said no pun intended. Hopefully you get it. Mike Pezzetta, C+. 17 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Pezzetta is on a pace for 10 points, like a hair under his usual output. He had 15 points in 22-23 and 11 points in 21-22. As a fourth liner, you don't expect him to shine every game. And Mike hasn't. His physical game is always there, and he can contribute here and there on the offense. Saying that, I still expect a little more from him because he can look amazing passes, some shots, he scores goals, here and there, and it's kind of like Armia, but you have more expectations for Armia, I think. Arbor Jacki, C+. 17 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. He has been demoted to Laval for further development. He shot a puck through the net to score a goal, so he's got a hell of a shot. Jacki brings a certain physicality to the game that only a handful of players in the league bring. But he is no goon. He can play. He still needs some work, and Montreal has sent him to Laval Rocket for a little development. In his 17 games, something seemed to be missing from his game. I was expecting better numbers and more dominance in his physical play. So looking forward to his return. They've sent him to Laval to develop. They have high hopes for him, and they want him to be a little bit better defensively to go along with that physicality. Jordan Harris, C+. 16 games, no goals, 3 assists, 3 points. I was expecting a little more offense from Jordan this season. Not a ton, but, a little more. A very smart player, not afraid to pinch or carry the puck into the O-zone. So I was expecting more. He's only 23 years old, still young for like a defenseman. Strubal's solid play, though, could mean Harris is on the outside, when Jack I returns. So I don't know if they'll demote him, but, we could see a trade there. Jaden Strubel, speaking of, a B. And I would think maybe even a B+, because in 7 games, he has only 1 assist for 1 point, but in game 27, he scored his first NHL goal. And look, it's still a small sample size, and of course, there's room for improvement, but he's pretty good. But Strubel has been steady, from steady to really good, from his first shift to now. He hasn't hurt them and has fit right into the rotation smoothly. An excellent skater, a la Mike Matheson. With Arbor's demotion to Laval, Strubel will get a chance to prove that he deserves to stick around. And quite frankly, if he continues to play the way he is, I don't think he goes back to Laval again. I don't think so. He's playing really well. Time for the goalies. Sam Montembeault, A-, a solid A-. In 11 games, I think it was 10 starts, he came in for a relief of Allen, I think, for 1, and he was good in that game. 6-3-1, 266 goals against, and a .913 save percentage. He also had, at some point, I don't know if it's still at that number, but a .948 save percentage at 5-on-5. Monty's been consistent all season with good performances, spectacular saves, and solid numbers. And it earned him a contract extension, 3 years at $9.45 million. He is, that's not the AAV, that's the total. He is now the number 1. And he got back-to-back starts, the game 25 and 26. So I think that kind of is showing that he's going to be the number 1, not the 1A or 1B, the number 1, and looks to be ready for the challenge. Always cool and calm no matter what's going on. Monty is poised and ready to reach his ceiling, whatever that'll be. He gets the third of 3 A's that I gave here. I expect Monty's numbers to stay pretty steady all season, no matter where the Habs finish. Jake Allen, a C. Could have given him a C-, but I gave him a C. In 10 starts, 3 wins, 5 losses, 2 losses in shootout or overtime. 3.74 goals against, 8.98 save percentage. Numbers aren't good. Allen has been like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of goalie this season. In every game he's been in, kind of. He'll give up 2 or 3 bad goals or give up a goal on the first shot, but he'll also be spectacular, making great stops. He's been consistent in this, but can't put wins together consistently, partly due to an at times sloppy D in front of him. Monty has overcome that. Jake hasn't been able to yet this season. Next is Caden Primo. I'm going to give Caden Primo... Now, you're going to look at the screen and see a C, but he started game 27 and had another really good game, and I think he might have earned himself a B or a B-, but I gave him a C. 5 games as of this no, it's actually 6 games, but as this writing was 5. 2 wins, 3 losses, so 2-3-0. A 3.72 goals against and an 8.86 save percentage. So not great numbers, but still a lot like Allen. Primo has been kind of Jekyll and Hyde during games, right? Starts out really well. First periods have been fantastic, and sometimes in the third period kind of loses it. Starting out great in the first period, as I said, but falling off in the second half or the third period. He loses when teams discover his glove hand deficiencies. This game in game 27, he was. I didn't notice that, so he must be improving on that already. He's improved over the previous years, and he just needs to nail down his consistency because an 886 save percentage just isn't going to cut it. But after last night's game, I think that he is definitely a backup goalie in this league. I think he's ready, and I think one of Allen or Primo will be playing in a different uniform by the time I do the next report card video. But I think it's Allen at 33 or 34. I mean, they're going to be moving Allen, I think, pretty soon. And, there you go. That's my report card for the first 25 games for the players that have played 5 games or more. And let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with me? Don't agree with me? What grade would you give? And, give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you soon. Next live stream, next video. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all. And have a great day, night, morning, whatever time you're watching this. Ciao, everybody.